Darby Bolyard is a 9-year-old student at Crooksville Elementary School. It wasn't long after her birth that her parents realized that they would have to deal with serious medical conditions throughout Darby's childhood. Soon after that, they discovered that she would have to have a kidney transplant. This is her story.
Darby was born 10 weeks early, and at 5 weeks she was diagnosed with this rare form of kidney disease, which eventually would mean a transplant. Once we found out that my husband and I, neither one, were going to be possible candidates to donate, we needed to find a donor. And the first step in that process is to find someone who has the same blood type. Darby is O positive, which meant she could donate to anyone in the world, but she can only receive from someone else who's O positive. Ironically, the first person that I called, I had this idea of, everybody kept saying, well, gee, I donate, but I don't even know what my blood type is. So I had this idea about having a blood drive. People could find out what their blood type is, the Red Cross would get the blood, and we could get the word out that we needed a donor. Ironically, the lady that I called about organizing the blood drive is the same blood type as Darby. It was probably 2 or 3 months before we went through all of that, and we got the okay that she was our match and that she was going to be the donor. Huge relief. I mean, it's really difficult to think that your child needs something that you can't give them, and without it, they're not going to make it. So it's kind of hard to put yourself that fully in someone else's hands and let them be the person that's going to fix things for you. It wasn't, you know, she donated a kidney and then she was out of it. She's actually part of the story.
I was like really weak. I could move, but I couldn't get me what I can do now. It was really hard for me to adjust because I drive her up a wall all the time, and so I was not able to do that. Not getting able to see my brother. He was too young to come in.
She was in a special ICU and he wasn't old enough to come in, and that was not easy on either of them. They wanted to see one another. You kind of like him most of the time.
Most of the time.
Dialysis was hard. That was probably the hardest to try to maneuver in because your whole day revolved around that. They bombarded us with cards and pictures and stuff. Her fear was, since she was going to be gone that whole last month, everyone would forget about her. I think she very quickly found out that was not the case. They sent gift baskets, they sent cards, pictures, they made things. Every time anyone came home and stopped at the school, they had something else for us to take back to her. So that was a huge help for her peace of mind, to feel like she was still connected to school and her friends.
And when my dad in first grade went to pick up a gift box I made, when he walked in, the whole class shouted, "Where's Darby? How's she doing? Where is she? When is she coming back?"
If it wasn't for the Red Cross, my daughter wouldn't still be here. Through blood drives and donations, you know, she received something that we couldn't provide her, so the Red Cross has been great for us. We had an anniversary drive on June 29th here at the high school. That was the 1-year anniversary of Darby's transplant, and we celebrated it with the Red Cross by holding a blood drive here for Crooksville. So kind of went back to where it all started and repeated the performance. So again, trying to do something that's going to help somebody else the way we were helped. It's kind of what it's been all about. Why should they donate? Why should someone donate to somebody else?
So you can save a life. Thanks, Red Cross.